That's what we're doing today. These ones. Hey guys. Hello. I'm Kat. These are Kat's Claws. Welcome to another video. I'm a little late getting this out. I had a bit of a interesting weekend. Well, let's put it that way. So it's going to be a bit of a late video, but we're still going to do something. I'll show you my nails. Woo, they're still on. So that's a week in. And they're pretty good. I am getting them caught on a few things, but they're sealed up pretty nicely around, so not so bad. The only thing is the mat. The mat does get dirty. It stains. So that's the only thing with matte. Shiny, obviously everything just kind of slips right off it. But with the matte top coat, you do get you get stains very, very easily. So like hair dye, fuck anything, makeup too. Like makeup will stain them. Yeah, a lot of things will stain them. So, but I do like the matte. And I've gotten compliments on them, and nobody's even noticed that these two are longer. Nobody's said anything. So, yeah, I'm going to use the meet across. So I'm going to do the base in this. It's like a light pink for the background. Or actually, let's compare them. Ooh, okay, that's the other one. This is more like rose, I think, pink. So I think this one's lighter. Let's see. Fuck, did I just spill that? Anyway. Right? It's a bit pinker, this one. So I'm going to use that one instead. So these are just meet across colors. 8 mils. We're not using that one. Let's put it aside. We're going to use this one. My God, I had the weirdest dream. Oh my God, I had the weirdest dream. It keeps popping into my head. It's creeping me out. And I don't get creeped out easy. But it's creeping me out. Anyways, so this is 10. I don't know what the hell that means. It's 10. Okay, it's a pink. Meet across 10. Okay. So that usual primer. I'm going to prime the nails. Okay. I'll tell you a bit of my dream if you want to hear it. Otherwise, fast forward. Speed up through this fucking part if you don't want to hear this shit. So it was one of those dreams where you ever have a dream where it's like you can remember them better. Did you hear my throat? My throat does this weird fucking sound. Fuck, what's on my fingers now? You ever had, so you remember your dreams more when they're closer to you waking up. At least that's for me. I remember them more when I'm closer to waking up. Some of them are, I lucid dream where I can control them. Those are fun. But again, I have to be aware. So like, I have a feeling those happen at certain times that I can do it. But if you're, I think, too deep, I don't know. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up. But I always remember my lucid dreams. So that's why I figure they're closer to me waking up, because all the dreams that I remember is when I'm closer to waking up, rather than the ones where you're like so deep in sleep. But fuck, who knows? Like, I'm gonna look it up. So, okay, this is our base coat, right? This is what I use for the base coat, which is just a primer. So I'm just going to prime them all. And we're using these like almondy long thingies. Long almond. Extra long almond. Bear with me. If I can't find words or I say stupid shit today. I'm in a mood. I'm late with this. I may have lost my mind on the weekend slightly, and I'm just trying to get it back right now, so bear with me. Trying to recalibrate the brain. Okay. What the fuck was I saying? The dream. That's right. The dream. And this is our base coat. Okay? Base coat. Primer. On our extra long, or sorry, long almonds. Long almonds. Okay, so this fucking dream. So it was, I think what even tripped me out more was that I woke up, remembered it, and then fell back asleep. Went back asleep because it was so early. It was I had a weird sleep yesterday. And then I fell back asleep and it continued. So it was one of those continuing ones. Yeah, those are interesting. I haven't had those since I was a kid. At least the ones that I can remember, I haven't had since I was a kid. I used to have a recurring, I don't know why. Anyways, I'm not going to, whatever, who cares? I'm going off topic. Or I'm trailing off here. So we're going to do this. So it was one of those dreams that continued. And it was me, and I forget who, there was other people with me that I knew. I just can't picture them. But there was like 2 guys and a girl. I cannot picture, but they were familiar. I do remember they were familiar. And it was this house that we had been invited to. So we were at this house. And I remember slowly losing my stuff. Like I had a purse, and it was almost like we were supposed to stay there or something. And I remember slowly starting to miss my belongings. So somebody was taking these things, right? They were taking them. And the guy who owned the house, I think there was 2 of them. Okay, we let this air dry. We're gonna do this. There was 2 of them. And they looked like, you ever seen that Deeper and Deeper video by Madonna? They kind of look like that guy. They look like fanatical cult leaders. Like that's kind of the vibe I was getting in my dream. And right away when I was at this house, so we're going to do this, by the way, here, all the nails, while I tell my story. And hopefully the video is not too long because of my story. So fanatical cult leaders, 2 of them, both guys. And I'm looking around, I'm seeing all these people, and I'm like, and they're all like fairly, young and fun, I guess. And I started to like be a little bit weary, right, of what was going on, especially as I started to lose my belongings. Like at one point, my purse went missing and my keys were in there. And I was like, how the fuck am I, where's my purse go? Why are my keys missing? Who the fuck is taking my shit? Who's starting to like sneak all my shit out of here, right? I was in this one room where there was only like one exit in this room to the outside. So of course, as soon as I start missing my stuff, okay, I'm even more suspicious. So we're gonna paint these. Oh shit, let's do this. Told you, brain. Think. Okay, here we go. So suspicious, even more suspicious. So right away in my dream, I start looking for exits, right? I'm planning my exit fucking strategy. Okay, we've got one fucking door, basically. I can't go through the front because that's where this motherfucker was. Sorry, swearing again. And that would just be too obvious. I need to sneak out the back somehow, right? And for some reason, this room that we were in had this fucking back door, right? Almost like a sliding door. But this fucking guy kept coming back into the damn room, right? So he keeps coming back into the room. So of course you can't escape at that point, right? You got to stay there and pretend like nothing's fucking wrong. I think we're going to do 1 coat, maybe 2. I'll do the second one off camera if this one doesn't turn out so good, okay? That's the plan. So every time he comes in the room, obviously I'm chill, right? Every time he leaves the room, I'm fucking like, how am I escaping? How am I getting out of here? And there was this weird like band of, I don't even know what to call them. They were like young kids-ish. I don't know. They weren't that young, but like it was almost like I swear, it was like a movie. It was like a theatrical movie. And they would, every once in a while, they would run by and make this, like a bunch of them, like a gang of them. And they'd run by and make this weird noises and start dropping these like weird fucking dolls around. Like, which kind of reminded me of like voodoo dolls. It was weird. Okay. And I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these? And they were people who lived with this guy in this compound. It was kind of like a compound, okay? House. So now I'm like, fuck, now these fuckers are outside. How the hell am I gonna, how are we, because I was trying to get more people out, right? How are we gonna escape through this back with this bandit group of fucking yahoos that are running around screaming and dropping dolls everywhere? Oh my God. Oh God. So then, at one point I walk into the other side, right? Because like there's a hallway towards like the front entrance. And I start to notice that like the walls have been like almost like, not boarded up, but like, what do you call the stuff you put on walls? Everything was like white. It was weird because all of a sudden there was no furniture, and everywhere you'd walk, there was no exit. So like, I would walk somewhere and it was like it was fucking weird. I was like, okay, this is getting even creepier. I felt like we were going to be locked in this house. Okay. And now I'm really suspicious of this individual, these two individuals, obviously. Right. And in one of the other spaces, I noticed there was like things on the outside against the windows. So you can't escape out those windows. Right. So this door is still the only fucking door to escape. So I decide to venture outside. Okay. I'm going to do one more. And I start to notice outside that when I walk towards the back of the house, he's built a massive, like, attachment to the house, like a fucking compound that's a complete maze. And it's all completely enclosed. There are no fucking windows, nothing. It's like a fucking labyrinth. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That means if we're inside and we go into this space, there's no fucking escaping, right? And it was like huge. It was massive. Okay, I'm gonna do the last one. And then we'll finish and get into the rest, okay? Okay, pink. Can you see properly? Like, I feel like it's so dark. Anyways, okay, those are them. I just did a second coat on the thumb. Because I could see through it too much. We're going to matte before we go in with the cool gel and do our... Sorry. Yeah, before we do our like ripples on this and this one. Fuck. That and that one. The French, we're going to do with this on these. And then we'll use this to do like little extras on them. Okay. We're going to matte them. And then when that comes out, I will finish matting that one. So, okay. Okay, so rest of the story. So I was at the part where we're outside. I'm outside. So I'm checking out the fucking surroundings, right? Being all chill. Like, just checking out with all these weirdo fucking dolls that have been thrown around. Oh my God. So yeah, so the whole house has been like basically compounded in, which is like with no windows, no exits, nothing, right? So then I go back in and I'm like, and I see that this girl, right? Because there's like a bunch of people who live here, and this girl is like gathering me and the two guys and the other girl, and we're like part of this team, and she's like trying to get us, okay, we're ready, we're getting ready, we got to go. There's some event that's happening within the house, but I know full well that within the house is actually this fucking locked up compound, okay, with no fucking windows. It's a labyrinth with no windows. So I'm thinking, really, what the fuck are we doing in this fucking labyrinth with no fucking windows? And there's other groups as well. So to me, it was like some weirdo Hunger Games fucking event that was going to happen where like we had to fight for the, I don't know, that was just in my dream what I was like imagining, right? like, oh, okay, they're going to make us kill each other, basically. Which I totally think was going to happen. Because why the fuck would you not have exits? Right? Like, why are you locking all these fucking people in your home? In your compound weirdo fucking home? So at this point, that's it. I don't give two fucks. I don't give a fuck that I don't have my fucking purse. I don't care that I don't have my keys. It doesn't matter. And I've already talked to the other two dudes. I think it was only the two dudes actually that came with me. I'm not sure about the other girl. Because then there ended up being a kid too that just popped out of fucking nowhere. Was with us. So as soon as we get the opportunity to fucking sneak, we basically slip out the back and fucking see you motherfuckers. And then we're being chased, right? So now we're being chased through this fucking labyrinth of a city too, right? Can't even get in my car because I have no fucking keys. They've been stolen, as well as my phone, everything in my purse, right? And that's pretty much all I remember of my dream. But it was fucking weird. It was fucking weird. And it keeps flashing in my brain. That's also another weird thing. And the fact that I woke up from it, fell back asleep, and it continued. That was also weird. But anyway, it was like a movie. It's like a fucking movie. I haven't had a weird dream like that in quite a long time. I used to have really fucked up dreams. Like they were always weird dreams, like some I thought were like past life dreams, you know, just because of what was happening in them. Like, not I remember seeing SS officers in a courtyard as I was hiding in a convent in the roof, like a hidden part of the convent, and I could peek out of this. So some of them were past life, but a lot of them were like obstacle dreams. And some of them were the ones that I changed. Like I remember once being in this room that was like a fucking kill room. And let me tell you, I didn't watch a lot of movies. I didn't watch that many movies when I was young. This is all my brain. This is all from my brain. So that's another reason I'm like, past life shit? Like, I don't know. I was in a kill room. Like there was blood on the walls. It was like a slaughterhouse almost. Like an actual slaughterhouse. Blood all over the walls, no fucking windows, nothing. Like something out of Saw or some shit, you know? Okay, that's done. Let's do the last one, and then we're gonna cure those babies, and then we're gonna start with the fucking fanciness on them. Anyways, this room. Ooh, I also had massacre dreams. I remember having massacre dreams, like school massacre dreams. Yeah, those were fucked too. Before all those ones that showed up on the news, yeah, weird. But yeah, one that really stands out to me is the kill room one. Because it was pretty traumatizing to be in it, at least in my dream. It was so traumatizing that I fucking switched my dream and I turned the whole room into a fucking martial arts studio with massive fucking windows on one whole side of the wall and a whole courtyard of like green grass and trees that I was looking out to. Like I just switched it. It was fucking awesome. I was like, that's pretty damn cool. Anyway, that's my story. All right. Enough talking. Matted. We're going to cure these. So they're matted. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a French on the 3 with this. Let's see. And then this is going to go over the mermaid shit that I'm going to do with this on the 2. Okay. So I'll show you, see that? I think that's, yeah, what I'm going to use. So we'll do the French ones first. Okay. I'll do 3 of them, cure them, and then we'll come back and we'll do this part on those other 2. And then we'll do that over them and keep going. Okay. So it's going to be quick because I'll show you 2 probably. And then I'll speed up most of them. And so that you get an idea of what those two, like how the two are made. And then that should be it. That's our summer ripple water effect mermaid nails. I'm sure I'll call this something different, something shorter after, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Okay. All right. Be right back. Okay. Matted. Okay, we're going to start here. I'm going to put a bit of this here because we're going to start with the outline, right? So I'll show you on the first one and then we'll speed up the others. Well, I'll show you the first bit, right? And then I'll fill it in with all this stuff. What the fuck? Oink. Okay. We're using this. Why are my fingers so damn sticky? Hold on. Doesn't work on that one either. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm going to periodically talk to myself and not make any sense. Okay. In this video. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so for the French, we're going to do our usual, right? Let's see. So we're going to go, I think, to here. So I'm going to mark a line here. We're going to fill it all in anyway. So it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to join it like that. I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to join it like that on the other side. I'm supposed to be at the gym right now. But I'm too skinny right now, so I figure I can take a break. I don't need to fucking cycle like a psycho. And then I'm so jacked after I'm not even hungry. Okay, so we're going to do this on 3 of them. That looks cool though, eh? This little design here, what I'm doing right now. I'm going to fill it in, but it looks cool. I like it. Okay, so let's do that. Did I close it? Yep, I did. And then we're going to do this. And just fill it in. Okay. Okay. While those are curing, I'm going to do the ripply / mermaid thingy. So the mermaid tail thing is like you do like that, and then you go, and you do that, and you go, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's try it. And let's hope it works. So I'm going to do it's going to work. Okay, that's our first one. And then we're just going to keep going. So then we take from the center here. Wait. Just make sure it extends properly. Okay, and then we're going to take, we want it to be raised. It's got to be embossed, right? So like 3D-ish. So you want a bit of a thicker builder gel. And then from here, we're going to go like this. Like right from the center. We're going to do another one. From here. Over. Right. Fuck. Like that. And then we're going to go. We're going to keep doing this. I might flash cure in between, just to make sure it doesn't. But then you do one from the center here. Like that. And then we just keep going. Wait, am I doing it right? I hope so. I hope I'm doing it right. Yeah. Okay, so these are the they kind of look like waffles to me. They kind of look like waffles. Like lattice or lattice. Is that the right word? Lattice. Anyways, those are them. I'm going to go over them with this for these ones. And then what we'll do, then I'll put the translucent powder on top. Okay, so we're going to cover the full nail with this. And let me just make sure those are cured properly because I double coated the other ones. Okay, so now we're just going to cover the whole nail with this so that the embossed bits stick up. Cool. Okay, so we'll do these two. We'll cure, and then the other ones we're going to put some 3D stuff on the other ones too. Okay. Ta-da. So I did do the French a little different than the actual inspo pick, right? But it doesn't matter. It's my nails. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do the same thing, but we're going to do like, you know, those seashell-y kind of thingies. So you take like a big bit like that. And then I'm going to go, so thicker at the bottom. So I'm going to start in the middle. Right, like that, and then we're just going to drag up. Hold on. Picture. And then do the same thing over here. Another one. Drag up. Am I doing this right? So they did a very, like, I did a really high French. So let's get a little more of a ball here. Shit. Come on, there, whatever. And ball. Drag. Let's drag these up a bit more. Okay, and for these, we're going to use this. Let's finish curing those. So I'm going to use probably the pinky ones so that it gives a bit of more of a different shimmer to it. And I kind of want to put it on this because the shit is messy. Okay, so let's see. This is the messy one. Where's our pink? Let's do this one. So we're just gonna smudge it on, basically. That's it. It fell off its little thing. Okay, so let's move that so it doesn't get all messy. I'm just, oh yeah. See? And then it gives like a little more of a tingy. And we're going to top coat it with, fuck. Okay. So let's do these. And then these ones we're going to top coat to finish with a shiny top coat. Okay. When the other ones come out of the lamp, I'm going to do them as well. So you see how it changes? My God, I keep flipping it off the stupid thing. See how it changes? It gives like a cool shimmer. And then that will actually show more when we put a top coat on. I keep hitting it off the fucking thing. Okay. So let's do this. And we're going to do this on the bottom bits. So those French bits of the other ones as well. And then we're going to top coat the whole nails. And then we're going to look at them. Okay, here they are. Wait. Let me close the drapes more. Fuck. To keep closing them. As the sun moves, you gotta keep closing them. Usually I do this earlier. Those are the nails. Look at them. They look cool. So, see what the shimmer did? So we just put the shimmer like right on top of that. Obviously, that. that. And then I used the Born Pretty top coat. And you see how it brought some of the sparkles up? So it looks, you've got like a little extra shimmer. Look how nice they turned out. This was pretty easy to do. This was pretty easy. Yeah, those are the finished nails. So what do we use, guys? What do we use? Meet Across. Fuck, man. Number 10. It's like a pink. That's our background color. So we did coat of that. We did our French first on these with the Born Pretty cat eye in this color. Okay. Then we use the Cool Gel to do these little guys. Right? On these two, we did that little lattice pattern right on top of the pink. And then we went over it with that for those two, right? And then, of course, for this one, we did these bits over top. Now, technically, I guess I could have done them under as well. I totally could have done them under, but they show up more on top. I kind of wonder maybe if I could have done it on top here too, but that's how we did it. Okay. So I guess you could do it either way. Really, as you can kind of do whatever you want as long as you got the color scheme and look, right? And then we use the translucent powder to go over them to make so that it wasn't so blue. You had a bit of pink in there. And that's it. It's super shiny. So it's a no wipe top coat, and those are the nails. So mermaid nails, water. What did I call it? They called it tropical. Water shimmer. Sunny water shimmer summer nails. And those are them. Yeah, let me know what you think. So this is kind of a medium consistency. So it's thick enough to stay in place for a little bit. But by the time I got here, I kind of needed to flash cure it to make sure it hardened and it didn't start to spread. Otherwise, it would have probably started to run a little more. And then I just continued on Same thing there. These ones were pretty easy. They didn't really move at all. There we go. Summer nails. They're pretty, very pretty. That is it for this week. It's going to be late. It's going to be a late video. But it's still gonna, you're still gonna see it. You're gonna see how I did them. And then I should be back on track next week and for the usual Sunday. Okay. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.